Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Amber here with Kwingsletsplays. Hope everyone's day is going great today. Today we're going to be playing some Arkham Knight on the PS5. Yeah, so if you guys can keep my husband in your thoughts and prayers, I guess I'll check on him after this stream, but he's asleep right now, and he collapses on the floor about once every 3 months, but today he was having a great day, and he had a lot of stress happen online, and he has never collapsed actually that I've seen in the middle of the day, but he randomly collapsed in the middle of the day. Usually it's in the morning. But yeah, it's a lot of stress dealing with. So I'm very messed up. So anyways, I'm gonna try to, well, I'm not really gonna, I'm gonna make a, I guess I'm gonna make some kind of, well, I'm not actually gonna say what I'm gonna do, but I don't want, this kind of stress to continue. So I'm gonna have to do something about it at some point. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do or when I'm gonna do it. So, but I'm gonna do something about it, so it will not continue anymore. So, hi, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Yeah, so, I'm actually not gonna say anything because I have a lot of haters listening to my every word. Honestly, the more that you just act like a normal human being on YouTube, the more that you get haters, because we originally had haters that were like, "Oh my gosh, your marriage is so perfect," like, or your life seems so perfect, like, you guys must be fake. So that was our original hater group. And then, when they started harassing us to the point where we got stressed out, and then we started sounding stressed out on the streams, then they were like, "Wow, you guys are always stressed out. You must have a terrible life." And it's like they were the ones harassing us. So whatever you do literally online, like, I'm just gonna say, like, that's why people used to always ask us, like, what, let me just make sure. Okay, good. But they'd be like, "Hey, do you think I should do YouTube for a job?" And it's like, Luke and I would always look at each other and, like, roll our eyes, because, it is great, like, the first, like, 3 years you're doing YouTube, but then after that, it gets really crazy. People just can be very insane. I would say if I could do YouTube over again and start completely over, I would probably not. I mean, it is good to have a social media presence, but I would not, like, the main thing I would say is, when I think Luke and I actually got rid of a lot of the drama by mainly collabing with each other instead of other people. I think there is a lot of drama collabing with other people. If you have any kind of integrity whatsoever, like personal integrity, like trying to just be a kind person or anything, you're gonna get eaten alive by YouTubers, because I'm not trying to be rude, but, like, YouTubers basically have no integrity. Like, if you go into a room of YouTubers, like, 90% of them have bots that are giving them fake views. Probably 90% of them have done some kind of shady deal. Probably like 20%, if you're in a room of YouTubers, probably 10 or 20% of them has some kind of criminal history. You really, you're not going to be in a good, if you try to make friends with other YouTubers online, it's going to be very hard. If you're any kind of decent, if you have any shred of common decency in you, it's going to be very difficult. So, it makes sense. Like, everyone's like, why do you guys have so many haters? Well, let's see. Anyone else with a YouTube channel that doesn't agree with you or finds out, a lot of times, if they find out you're squeaky clean and you've never done anything illegal to get where you are, then they're really angry because they're furious because they can't understand how you could have done it in a normal way instead of the way they did it, which is a shady way of getting views. And they cannot comprehend that somebody could do it without doing something illegal. Like, they cannot comprehend it. So usually they get really angry and they just start attacking you or getting their fan base to attack you. So basically, like, if you are, like, the best thing you can do is, like, if you're going to be a YouTuber, I would suggest you not talk to any other YouTubers at all, because you should just all assume that they're all doing illegal stuff. Because a lot of them are. And, so if you talk to them and you just hang out with them and they ask you, have you ever done X, Y, Z to get ahead? And you haven't, then they're gonna really go after you. And it seems crazy, but that's really the thing. They're gonna try to take you down because it really appears weird because they see you as a threat. Like in the Batman Begins movie, where Jim Gordon is in the car with that shady cop, and the guy's like, you're gonna need to take a taste of the, contraband or the stolen merchandise, because otherwise, everyone else gets nervous. And, Jim Gordon says, I'm not gonna take a taste, but I'm not a rat. So, that's exactly how being a YouTuber is. And I really think a lot of the garbage that Luke and I have gone through over the years really has to do with I've been trying to figure it out, and I really think it has to do with just being a normal human being. Like, that's honestly like what I think. That's what I honestly like. We met some lady in California, and her main reaction towards us was, she was like, you guys are so normal. She's like, you act just like everyone else does in their living room, just hanging out and playing video games and just being weird. She's like, you don't have some kind of weird spiel, you don't have some kind of weird, oddity about you, you're just so normal. And, so, like, that, I think that's the problem. I think that's honestly the problem. I keep thinking it's some other problem and trying to find some reason why there's all this hate against us, but I really think it has to do with the fact where people get super nervous. Luke and I recall a time where we were at Makers Studios, and I can remember the people that were in the room at the time. They're all famous YouTubers today, and we were in the room with them, and they were just starting out. They didn't even have like 10,000 subscribers at the time. They were all, small time. Now they have millions of subscribers. But at the time, they said, they asked us if we had ever, paid for subscribers or paid for views. And we were like, no, we would never do that because that's like wrong and it's illegal and stuff. You can't do that. And then they all stared at us like they were super uncomfortable. And then after that, they didn't invite Luke back on any podcast. So, I mean, that tells you right there, and the hilarious thing is that, literally, even in this story that I'm saying, I literally didn't mention anyone's names. And it's really interesting that I don't really call people out by their names, in general, unless the person is already attacking me and I have to stand up for myself or something. But I literally, even though, those people were doing something super illegal, I've never gone out of my way to try to out them, even though, it would publicly probably benefit me. It probably would have benefited my channel if I knew something. Well, I did know something, and I probably could have said something, and I probably got a lot of clout. But why would I don't feel like you should really bash other people and put other people down just to get ahead. Even if they're, okay, they're doing something shady, well, it's really, like YouTube has the system in place, and that system is supposed to detect if someone's doing something shady. And it's really, I'm not gonna, there's a proverb, and I think it's from the Bible, and it talks about how you shouldn't get into the argument of two people. And I kind of see that as, like those YouTubers that were doing something shady, that's between them and YouTube. I'm not gonna get involved, because number one, they're not like, they're not like physically attacking anyone. They're doing something illegal, but it's not like they're physically robbing me personally. And hopefully the YouTube system will catch them and bring them to justice or whatever. But it's not my job to go after them. But yeah, so I don't know why, but we just get so much hate. And we got that today while we were Christmas shopping. Randomly somebody else saying something, and it's very frustrating because my husband has to comment on, it's his job to comment on other people. Like he's gonna comment on what people are saying, like, oh, these people are saying this about Arkham, well, I disagree because blah blah blah. But then the way that they personally attack him, like, you hater, you're always like this is why your channel's going downhill, and you're always a jerk, and you're always like this. Like, they personally attack him personally online, which Luke doesn't actually do. The person he was talking about today, he didn't even mention their name. Like, he mentioned a podcast in which several people were a part of, or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. But he didn't actually say the person's name or type their name out or tag them in any way. So, my husband gets so much hate for so many reasons. One of the reasons why he gets hate is, like, people assume, like, he's, like, mean to me, which is very strange, because, like, I think, like, a lot of these abusive people that really hate me being on the channel, they really are, like, projecting. Like, something I learned about in psychology is, like, an evil person, like, say they hate children or something, and they find somebody who's really kind to children, and it makes them angry because they hate children, they're evil. They'll literally accuse that kind person who loves children, they'll accuse them of hating children. Because evil people love to project what they have in their darkness of their heart. They love to project that onto people that are kind, that are normal. That's like something a manipulative, narcissistic, abusive person does to people. It's really messed up. So what they'll do is they'll literally project what's in the darkness of their heart onto a kind person and tell that person, oh, you hate children, you hate cats, you hate fun, you hate this. When it's them who hates cats, they hate children, they hate fun, they're telling you that they manipulate you into believing that you do hate children, you do hate cats. You start to think, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person. And then they represent themselves as a great person, and they kind of like steal all the good qualities from you, and somehow like they morph and like take your personality and the good qualities and make your reputation like destroyed in front of everyone else, including yourself. You start to believe it yourself, because that's how manipulative and demonic these kind of people are. But yeah, I'm really starting to think that a lot of this hate where people say that Luke isn't nice to me, I really think that these people are really hateful of me. They hate me. They're misogynistic towards me. They don't want me to be on the channel. They hate whenever I speak. They're really mean to me. And so then they like project that onto Luke, saying that he thinks those things about me when he never has. So I'm starting to think like that it just goes so deep. Like this hatred for my husband and stuff, it just goes so messed up and deep. Like, it's just insane. And I was just thinking about this today, that like the my husband has ADD, so it's like my husband cannot lie. So he cannot, like, if I ask him like, oh, like, am I annoying you? If I really am annoying him at the time, he can't really lie. He'll be like, oh, kind of. But he's very truthful. He doesn't like manipulate me. He doesn't lie and tell me You know, he doesn't, a lot of people in my life have manipulated me, pretended to be kind, and then turned around and backstabbed me. My husband has never done that. And he also, one thing the haters really hate is that he values my opinion. He lets me talk, even if he disagrees. If I say, like, I think the Joker's the stupidest villain in the world and Mark Hamill's a horrible voice actor, like, Luke will just let me say my opinion because he doesn't, like, you know, stop me from saying it. And the amount of haters that Luke gets, like, for people coming after him and be like, I can't believe you said this about Mark Hamill, when Luke did not say it. It was me, actually. They just cannot even acknowledge that I exist as a human being. That's how much they hate women. It's just so messed up. Like, it's just really messed up. Like, these people are just, they're just evil, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. I cannot even fathom, like, I just think, like, I don't know, I'm starting to think my husband is just, like, the only person who hasn't, like, botted his channel and hasn't, like, made some kind of shady backdoor deal to get, where he is. I'm starting to wonder because everyone seems to hate him so much, and he literally has never done anything to anyone. So it's just, it's very weird to me. I don't know what's going on, really. And I really hate it when they're so like, they write, I'm on these hate forums about us, and they write stuff like, man, Luke's wife is such an idiot, like, I wish she would just shut her mouth. You know, like, I hate her so much. And then they'll turn around and be like, wow, Luke really hates his wife a lot. It's like, what? You just said you wished I would shut up. Then you turn around and you say that he never lets me speak. It seems like you're projecting because you wish I wouldn't speak. So yeah, it's just like the hate and constant lies about my husband and everything are just really, like, it's really getting to us. Like, it's just so stressful. We were having a nice day. Our holiday was ruined yet again by hateful, crazy people online. And I'm just, you know, like, I think the only way you can respond to these people is either cut them off completely and make a clear statement, you know, that you're cutting them off, or, you know, take it on head on and, you know, argue with them until you're blue in the face and, you know, counter everything they're saying. But I mean, just to sit back and let the hate just fester and then continue to say things about you, I feel like this is not an option that you can really take because the world is just such a cruel place at this point. And people are so busy with their lives, they don't have time to stand up for a random YouTuber like myself and Luke. And also, you know, like, even if they did, then they would be the target of hate. So I mean, it's just, you know, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand how people can see that somebody is being hurt by them online and they're just literally laughing about it and doing it more. I can't comprehend how somebody can treat somebody like that. But, you know, I am a human being and these people are demonic, so I guess I wouldn't understand how that is. But anyways, I guess we can try to find some of these Riddler trophies. I don't really know. Let me see if I can find the side quests, guys, because I guess there are still some side quests I haven't done. So we're going to try that. And I probably am going to have to do 2 streams of this because my husband is just completely, he's completely, I don't really want to appear weak in front of, like, haters and stuff, but my husband literally, I'm going to check on him in 2 hours. Hopefully we don't have to go to the hospital because he's just not in good shape.
Sir, Wayne Plaza CCTV has identified the rioters dragging one of the missing firefighters through that area. It's as good a place as any to start your search.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know there was a lot of haters that didn't want me on the channel because I've seen all the comments since day one. You know, like 10 years ago, you know, why is she here? Why is she on the channel? Can you please tell her to shut up? Over and over and over again. Why doesn't she just go make the sandwich while you do the videos? Over and over again. Like, thousands, I've seen thousands of hateful comments in, like, just a few months. I just always have seen them. They just really don't want a girl and a guy on the same gaming channel. They have there's girl gaming channels, and then there's male gaming channels. And the two do not mix. You cannot have a woman on a gaming channel that talks about superheroes or Batman. It's just not allowed. You know, and so it's, you know, these people are very hateful and cruel, and then they try to project that onto my husband, saying he's hateful. When it's really them. They're the ones that are hateful. They're the ones that are, and really they're hateful against, you know, they're really hateful against, I mean, I really think they're hateful against women in general, trying to say that women can't play, superhero games or something. When a lot of girls do like playing superhero games, so it's not really, it's just kind of ridiculous. It's like, I don't know what, yeah, I don't know what they want, really, but, they're, you know, hateful people, they don't want anything. There is no, they just have all-consuming evil in them. That can never be satiated. It will never be enough. It will never be enough. They will never cause people enough pain. There's always more pain they can cause. You know, it's just like, you know, it's funny because I actually, have, you know, all of these things that I've seen on the internet where you think, oh, this is the most hateful thing you've ever seen. I've seen stuff in real life, you know, the same. It's not like the internet isn't any worse than real life. You know, there's people in real life that are like that as well, unfortunately. It's just such a very messed up world that we're in. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna try to rescue this firefighter, guys. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the likes. I'm gonna try to do my best to, maybe I can even finish Arkham Knight today. I'm gonna try to stream, oh my gosh, these people.
If we don't find something soon, I'm punching you in the face.
So, hello Samuel, hi Julia, hi OH, hi everyone. Yeah, it's just like, I'm always paralyzed with what I'm allowed to say online or not, because even if you even say, like, oh my gosh, I'm having a health problem from all this stress that these haters are causing me, then they'll create more hate, and they'll lie online, and they'll say, oh, they're making up that they're having a stress problem. Literally, I mean, I felt like filming my husband upstairs. He was literally collapsed on the floor. I heard a huge thud and a bang, like a huge bang, like it was like a cabinet falling over upstairs, and my husband's on the floor, passed out completely. Have to get him back in, and he's just shaking and sweaty, and you know, and his pulse was high, you know, and like, it's just, and it just, I don't know, it's just definitely, you know, it's definitely changed my opinion over the years. My life has definitely changed my opinion of what life is, because I used to think, I really did think, that if you were good and kind to people and you tried to do the right thing, then good things would happen to you. I really thought that at one point in life. And as I've gone through my life more, I just don't think that anymore. It just doesn't seem like that. It just doesn't feel like that's the case. it's like, and then you have to like for myself, like it's very frustrating. Like sometimes I wish, and I know I mean, I shouldn't have said this, but sometimes I have wished that, you know, I wasn't a Christian, because then I could just give up and not try to do the right thing anymore, because it's just like literally too hard. But it's like you have all these people looking up to you, or supposedly you're like pushed in the forefront of all these people, and then you just think, well, I can't really let these people down. I'm gonna try to do the right thing even though it's impossible. But every day you're kind of telling yourself, like there's literally no light at the end of the tunnel in sight. Like there's nothing, no possibility. Like since we became, you know, started going up with our channel, like, you know, like 3 years we got out of really doing well on YouTube. And then after that, it just started to plummet like crazy. And it's just gone down so much. And you just like, it's just it's hard to know, like, because you would think by what I'm taught in Sunday school, and you know what I'm taught just in life and everything, that if I just try to be kind and good, then just random good things will just randomly happen to me. You know, like God will just reward you for doing the right thing, but it just hasn't. I mean, I'm still alive. I mean, it's actually a miracle that I'm still alive, really. I mean, I should be homeless, or I should be in jail because of IRS stuff, but none of that was my fault. Like, money was stolen from our business, and then we were charged like 3 or 4 times more than we were supposed to pay for the IRS. And then we just had these random haters come after us literally for no reason at all. So it's just like all this stuff just randomly, and then how did we know that once we moved to Pennsylvania, our views, it would be much harder for us to be seen in the algorithm because we weren't in the Boston area anymore. And it's just like, how would you know all this stuff would just randomly happen? And none of that is really our fault that happened. So, okay, so we're gonna try to go here, I guess. I guess that's the firefighter.
First thing tomorrow, I'm calling my lawyer. Batman broke my jaw in Arkham City. Bruce Wayne's gonna pay. Whoa, we can do that? Sure we can. It's compensation time, fellas. Rich boy's gonna be broke by the time we're finished.
Alright, so I don't know where there must be a firefighter somewhere. Okay, I think that's him.
So did Scarecrow win?
This'll be easy. Hit harder, freak. I thought you'd be better.
Oops, sorry, I forgot how to counter. Sorry about that. I don't know who I'm apologizing to.
I thought you'd be better. Keep 'em coming, Batman.
Too bad there are no haters. Well, there probably are haters. gonna say, like, they could blame my husband for me apologizing even though he's not even here. It's really hard for me to see people be hateful to my husband because, you know, like I was saying last stream, my brothers never really played video games with me. They said I couldn't play because I was a girl. And it was really hurtful to me, and,
supposed to be tough.
you know, I didn't even really want to play video games. I just wanted to do something with them, but they didn't want to include me, so I was mainly alone. I was the oldest kid, so I was alone before that, and then they always just hung out with each other. They didn't want to hang out with me, so I was really alone until I met Luke. I was completely alone my whole life. I just didn't... I wasn't even really... When I tried to go out with friends, my parents would call me on the phone and they would be like, okay, you were out for like an hour, so you have to come home now so you can do more homework. I didn't really have days off that I could go out with friends and just hang out. It was just really... I really didn't have much... I didn't have much freedom growing up at all. Like, I just had to do so much homework all the time. That's all I remember doing is just homework.
Forgot about it. He misses. Say hello. Bone out your body. You ain't never
Whoops.
forgot about it. Keep 'em coming, Batman. You're too easy.
Alright, well, I could have done that better.
Please, you gotta help me.
After watching Luke's Arkham combat, it's like, well, I could have done that a lot better.
Batman, over here.
Thank God. I've been listening to them talk about how they were going to kill me for the last 20 minutes.
There's only one of your crew left to find.
Thank God. What about the chief?
Still missing.
Damn it. You think he's okay, right?
I'll find him. Don't worry.
They wanted to take our jobs, Batman. He fought, gave us hope. He even found time for the victims of fires. Only last week I saw him with a guy. Awful burn scars over his hands and face. The kind of person other people cross the street to avoid, and there was the chief helping him. That's what he's like. Selfless.
Wait here. An officer's going to take you back to GCPD.
Okay, hi Miss Deanna, how's it going? Great to see you. I had a lot of homework when I started school. I would do them during lunch period, so I would get ahead. Definitely, Deanna. Oh, thank you, Deanna. Yeah, it's hard for me to see people, especially when they say that Luke isn't nice to me. It's really hard because my husband has ADD. My husband has ADD, which means he's very blunt in the way he talks to people. He's not being mean to me. He's just being blunt in general. Like, if I put on a weird hat that looks stupid, and I really enjoyed that hat, and most people could lie and say, like, that hat looks great on you, just to help my feelings, but he can't lie. He can't, because of his ADD, it doesn't work out when he tries to lie, so he'll just end up blurting out whatever he's thinking. And that's not really a bad thing. He's just being truthful. And I'm used to that. I've been married to him for 15 years. I know he's never been hurtful to me one day in my entire life. You know, even when we disagree or if we are upset, we still love each other. And many times, like, we'll sit in the same room and then give each other a hug later. People just don't know that we're extremely close, and it's very difficult seeing people be hateful to my husband online, because my husband is he's my best friend. Like, he's the only person who's ever been kind to me in this world, and to see people being cruel to him and using me to be cruel to him is just horrible. It just makes me feel like I've actually asked him to not be on the videos, because I feel like the haters are just using me against him. Like, it'd be so much easier if he just did this alone and I was just not on the videos, because I don't want them to use me as a reason to hurt him, and it's just horrible, you know. It's just horrible. It's honestly horrible, and it's actually really wrong to treat somebody with... My husband has dyslexia, ADD, everything. It's so hard for him to communicate. And it's like he communicates with me, and then people criticize how he communicates with me. It's so messed up. These people have no heart or anything. Like, they just have no way of understanding anyone who is different from them. They can't even comprehend that not everyone communicates the same way. They cannot comprehend it. It's just very, you know, it just reminds me of when I was talking to Luke's family, and they would, like, try to tell Luke how to talk to me as if he didn't already know, when we'd already been dating for like a year and a half and we already communicated fine. And then they would try to tell him, like, what he was and was not allowed to say to me, when literally they have no business telling him what to say. You know, like, it's none of their business. And, you know, it's like, you know, like, for instance, like, when I first met Luke's family, and I really hated being in the car with his family, because they would ask me to call Luke on the phone, and that was the worst thing I could possibly do, because then they would critique our conversation, and my husband has ADD, so they're gonna mock me and my husband trying to talk, because it's very difficult for us to talk, because he has ADD and I don't, and it's hard for us to communicate because we have two different communication styles. It's really difficult, but we love each other, we try, and we really try and work it out. And other people that are just not understanding, they just have no comprehension of that we're just trying to communicate. And, like, I would talk to Luke on the phone, and his mom would be there, and I would be like, Luke, you know, your mom wants to ask if you need paper towels. And then he would just completely, like, not hear me or be doing something else, because he has attention deficit disorder. And then his mom would get really angry and be like, wow, if he you know, didn't respond immediately to me, I would get very angry at him. And, like, I wouldn't take that from him. It's like, he hasn't done anything to me, though. He has attention deficit disorder. He just didn't respond because he was distracted. People are so cruel and horribly evil towards people with disabilities. And that's just how I feel. Like, people just don't get that people have disabilities and they can't always respond the same way. It makes me so angry. Every time I see hate against my husband online, it makes me so angry, because they have no idea how hard it is for somebody with disabilities to communicate. And it just makes me so furious. But that's just all I have to say about that.
When the rioters came, the chief was out there before any of us, fighting, screaming at him. But he couldn't keep them off.
They're just extremely ignorant.
Look in his eye, he would have swapped places with all of us, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Game Kid. Thank you for becoming a superhero. Yeah, I mean, the problem is I have ignored the hate circle for 15 years, and I constantly get people coming in and writing huge, like, Reddit posts, posts on Facebook, everything that sends, like, thousands of people to harass and lie. The lies just keep multiplying, and people just, you can see people come in, they read the lie, and then they'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't know he hated his wife. And then they'll read more, and then they'll be like, wow, and he also hates Spider-Man, and he hates children, and he hates cats. Like, they'll just keep adding onto the post. And it's just horrible. Like, so there has to be some way that the lies have to stop at some point. And, I have to do something about it. Like, if I have to become a lawyer myself, just so I can get people to stop writing horrible things about my husband, I will do that.
Rioters came, the chief was out
because
there
it is worth it to
fighting,
me, his
screaming at him,
reputation and
but he couldn't
everything.
keep 'em off.
Because it has been tarnished because of how he tries to communicate to me online. It's literally, people are so ignorant and cruel that they cannot even comprehend that they're being, like, completely prejudiced to him because he has ADD. They're being hateful to somebody with disabilities
in a heartbeat.
And it's very wrong. And the problem is I can't really combat it because everyone acts like that to people with ADD. That's how people with ADD get treated all the time. I mean, that's how I was. I didn't treat Luke with hate or anything, but originally, when I first met him, I didn't believe ADD existed, and I thought that, it was just people that played too many video games or something, but that's not exactly true. It's something you definitely have, and it has to do with your brain, and you can't communicate the same as everybody else, or you kind of communicate differently than everyone else, basically. So, it definitely is a real... Not everybody has as powerful and as very... my husband has a very... basically what his family said is, like, every generation they feel like the ADD kind of, like, becomes more intense. My husband has a very intense form of ADD. Like, his ADD is very intense. It's more intense than his father's ADD. And so nobody in his family knows how to deal with it. And Luke had to figure out how to deal with it himself. He cannot react or communicate normally as other people. When he is streaming and he's doing everything, he is working not only as hard as a normal person, but also in addition to that, he's fighting his disability. In addition to everything else he's doing, he's fighting his disability. And so yeah, it's definitely, and that's why I have respect. Like, there's a lot of people in my chat that have autism and some other things, and I don't, and I have respect for those people because I know that it's hard to not only have to go through life, but also have to go through life with something like autism or ADD or anything like that. It makes it 1,000,000 times harder just to do just normally things that for everyone else it's just super like normal and easy to do. It can be, you can literally it can be 1,000,000,000,000 times harder to just do. It's not like one task is hard, because a lot of people with ADD or autism are extremely intelligent. And my husband with his ADD, he's able to accomplish like 10 times more of tasks than I can. He gets his work done faster. He multitasks. He's able to come up with ideas faster than me. He's able to learn things faster than me. My husband is able to open a page describing how to, run a certain video editing program, and within an hour he can figure out how to run that program. Whereas I would need to take like a 4-week course at a college to figure that out. My husband can figure that out in an hour. So he is extremely smart, but it's like when you have something like very severe ADD, you also don't communicate the same as everyone else. And it's, for me, it's like, I just don't like the idea where people tell people with disabilities, especially like disabilities involving their mind, that they need to act normal or be like everyone else, because number one, that's impossible, and number two, even if they force themselves to try to do that, it would be extremely hard and excruciating. You also couldn't really get anything done that you would normally be able to do, living your life, just embracing who you are. But also, you're implying, when you tell people with ADD or autism to just act normal, you're basically implying that like everyone has strengths and weaknesses. So like if you have autism or ADD and you have autism, you're super creative and writing all this music and stories, or you have ADD and you're multitasking like crazy and getting all this stuff done, but you have difficulty communicating, you're telling me that the person isn't, according to all these haters and people online, a person with, those kind of things, you're telling me that they're not worth it as a person, they're not worth as much as everybody else because they communicate differently, and they're not worth enough to be treated like a human being unless they communicate the same way as everyone else? You can't give them a little leeway for having trouble communicating when they actually make up for it in their creativity and their ability to learn everything really fast, faster than sometimes a normal person. You can't just give them a break on some things. Like, they're good at some things and maybe have difficulty with other things. It's like, why can't people just give someone a break? I just don't understand, like, why people can't just give each other a break. Like, why can't some people just, like, like for me, it takes me a while to, like, I have slow reaction time. It also takes me a while to learn something. Sometimes I have to do something 3 times to learn something. But I'm technically a normal person. I'm, quote, normal. But people give me a break because I tell them, well, it takes me a little bit to learn this. Sorry about that. But people can't give somebody with ADD or autism a break because they're having trouble communicating, because they're quote not normal. It just makes me angry. Like, people just, I don't know. It just bothers me. I think a lot of this hate that my husband gets is just because he has ADD, and it really is hard for me because there's nothing he can do about it. And that's horrible when someone just hates you just for who you are. You can't really change who you are. You can't change, how you were born or what you look like. You can't change your skin or eye color or your hair. You can't change it if you have ADD or autism. It's really rude to hate somebody for traits that you literally have. And and there's nothing wrong with your traits. It actually makes you unique in who you are and makes you wonderful and beautiful. And just, it really bothers me that people don't see my husband like as somebody who really tries to communicate with his wife every day. Instead, people are just always yelling at him, saying he's not doing it right, he's not talking to me right. He's never going to talk to me normally, ever. He has severe ADD. He cannot speak to me in a normal way. He's never going to. It just really bothers me. But yeah, I mean, the hate is getting to me. It's really hard because I don't want him to talk to me in a normal way. I'm used to the way, I know what he means when he's talking to me. And I like the way he talks to me. If he started acting normal, it would really freak me out. And I wouldn't even like that. I wouldn't even like that. It would really bother me because that's not my husband. I like my husband being blunt and saying things that kind of make me a little bit mad sometimes because he has ADD and it bothers me, and then I get like a little bit frustrated, and then I realize, okay, that's right, he's just being blunt because of his ADD. Like, that's what makes him interesting and exciting to me. I don't want him to be normal. I don't need him to change to be normal. I'm just so sick of these people, like, being so rude to him. It just really bothers me. They don't understand how ignorant they're being against people that can't, against just people in general. It's just super rude. Never mind. Oh no, you're okay. You didn't do anything wrong, Clayton. Well, he is... Thank you, Clayton. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry, I didn't want the drama. I should have held my words back. I'm sorry, Luke. You didn't do anything wrong, Clayton. He does... Thank you, Clayton. You're very sweet. No, you didn't cause the drama today. That was some other jerk. Which I can't even say. I can't really even say that because I'm not supposed to. But I am gonna do something about it because I can't constantly be harassed by the same person online. I'm not gonna allow them to abuse me day in and day out for 10 years online because I'm afraid of them because they have more subscribers than me. At some point I'm gonna have to do something and not allow them to treat me like that anymore because it's very rude. But like, yeah, I mean, like Luke, I mean, you have to understand that having a disability, you're not gonna want to tell people that you're blunt because you have a disability. You're gonna want to mask every person who has a disability. They have to mask it in some way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, he's from New York, but I really think some of it is from New York, but a lot of it is the fact that he has ADD. A lot of it is that as well. It's very severe. Like it's so severe, but he masks it very well. You wouldn't even know. Most people don't even know. Like, but you know, like he's very good at dealing with it, you know. I mean people who have this kind of stuff, they know how to deal with it because they've lived with it their whole life. You know, like, you're gonna learn eventually how to deal with it, you know. If you grow up with it, you're gonna learn how to appear normal in front of other people, you know, so people don't get angry at you. Problem with with the channel is that when Luke is with me, he doesn't need to put on a mask and act normal, so he just acts like himself. So then people get really angry because they're like, oh my gosh, he's so blunt. But that's just like how he normally is. it's just very frustrating. I'm just frustrated in general. Alright, so I'm gonna see what else is here. I'm not trying to let the hate circle get to me, but every time I try to make a post sharing my stuff on another website, it constantly gets thumbs down by, like, literally hundreds of people every time, and I can't even post on any website without people being so hateful and cruel. And I literally just feel like if I could just explain to people that all this hate against me and my husband is so unfounded. I've literally never done anything to anyone. I just wish I could explain it, but people are just so hateful. They never listen to reason.
First an army turns up, then giant plants burst out of the ground. I thought Gotham would be easy pickings tonight.
And it's just, I can't fight against, like, the whole world being against me. But I just...
I'm starting to think maybe I got a sniff of that gas. Hard to tell with all this messed up crap going on.
It's like if I didn't have a hate circle of people constantly thumbing everything I try to post on websites sharing my videos down, those videos would actually grow, and I would actually get views on the channel. My channel would finally grow, and I'd be able to make a living without having to ask for memberships. But these hateful people just keep thumbing it down so it will never grow. They're purposely always sabotaging my stuff, making it impossible for me to do anything. And it's like, I don't even know where all this animosity is coming from. I just wish I knew, and it just feels like, it's like if you just try to be an honest, normal person. Like, I'm not saying I'm that good of a person either. I'm not even that great of a person. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to be a good person. I'm not even a good person. I'm just trying my best. And if you even try to be a good person, or you try your best, it's like people just... they're just so jaded in this world that they just cannot believe that you are who you say you are. They have to believe there must be something. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, or you must not be real. And they just hate you without any reason at all. And it's very frustrating. Like, I can't do anything about it. I can't explain to the whole world that people with ADD are blunt. Like, nobody would listen to me because they don't listen. They don't understand. It's like people are so ignorant about it. They don't understand. Like, you'd have to live with somebody for 20 years with ADD to even understand what it's like.
Yeah, I fought Batman once. Broke my arm in 3 places.
It's like if my family and Luke's family can't even understand, like, Luke's ADD, how could the rest of the world? You know, if his own teachers and his own friends couldn't even understand him, then how could everybody else? Like, nobody can, and that's, like, one interesting thing that his family really did say about me marrying him, is that, you know, like, I can't understand him, or I won't be able to deal or understand his ADD. And I don't understand his ADD. I never will, but I love him and appreciate him anyway. Even though I don't understand what he has to go through, I just love him for him, and I know that it's hard, and And I just understand that it's difficult. And you don't have to understand somebody or understand everything about them to be understanding of them and be kind to them. You can still be kind to somebody that you don't understand, even if you will never understand what it's like to be them, or even understand why they do certain weird things. You may never understand why, but you can still love them and treat them well and just be like forgiving of them, or not just forgiving, but just give them space to just be different than everyone else. Just be themselves. Don't expect them to act like everybody else. Don't expect them to talk like everyone else and respond like everyone else and react like everyone else. They're not going to. And don't expect them like, you know, like, and that's funny that people are so mean about me and my husband's marriage, is that, like, for a while, like, when we were first married, I used to be frustrated because, you know, I'm used to normal people, so, like, I would walk down the stairs and say hi to Luke, and if he didn't respond, I'd be, like, frustrated. Now, I know he has very severe ADD. He's not always going to respond to me. Like, I might say something to him, and he might respond 3 hours later and not even notice. I could be on the couch 3 feet from him, and he might not even notice that I'm there until 3 hours later he'll see me. That's how it works. That's how attention deficit really works. Like, people have no idea how severe it is. They just don't. They have no idea. They're like, literally, they have no clue. They just have no idea how hard it is for people when they're different. But anyways, I'm gonna try to find another thing. It's just like, I don't know.
A GCPD helicopter reported a hostage situation in Port Adams, sir. One of the station's
And now that I've been married for a long time, if I say good morning, Luke, or hi, and he doesn't respond to me for 3, 5, 8 hours until he finally is able to respond, and he can look up from his work because he's focused on his work. Like, he's hyper focused on his work. He's not always going to respond immediately, and time can literally just go by, like, for hours on end without him responding, because it doesn't work the same for him as me, and he's not ignoring me. He literally doesn't see me there. He literally doesn't see me there. I used to think exactly how people think, you know, like, oh, well, ADD people are just, you know, they're not taking the time to notice. No, they literally are in this, like, work mode, this like hyper, like, vigilant work mode where they literally cannot, for him, it's just a few moments go by. But for me, it's like hours go by, and he had, you know, for him, it's only a few seconds went by. He didn't even know it was hours. He had no idea that it had been hours. So everything in our life is, like, geared around towards, like, making sure that, you know, like, I've literally changed everything in my life to make sure that everything that things are that I don't, basically I gear everything in my life towards making sure I give Luke as much leeway as possible to just to take whatever time he needs to get whatever he needs done, you know. And I think for Luke, he really likes playing the games with me and stuff, but he just doesn't, it's like he doesn't understand, like, these people are so hateful, and they're so ignorant, and they just don't understand, like, they're just so cruel. Like, it's like for Luke, and one great thing about having ADD is a lot of cruel things don't bother him. Like, what I'm upset about is probably not bothering him at all. Like, he's probably going to wake up in 3 hours and be completely fine. And he's probably going to be like, oh, you're still worried about this? All these hateful things now? It was yesterday, and he'll be completely fine. So, like, for me, it's still bothering me, because I don't like it when people say hateful things about him, but it probably won't bother him at all. It probably won't. So, I mean, I'm just kind of talking myself into a frenzy, but it's just... It won't probably bother him, but I think it has to get to him at some point. You know, because people just say... You know, he just lets it go off his shoulders, but then people just keep saying stuff, and they just, you know, they don't understand what they're saying is so, it's very messed up, because they don't understand. It's his learning disability that is causing, you know, like, if I say something and he doesn't respond in a video, he probably didn't hear me. He's not ignoring me. He literally is not ignoring me. He probably did not hear me. If I say something and he completely talks over me, he probably, again, did not hear me at all. Like, a lot of times he doesn't hear me, what I'm saying. And people just see that as mean, but in reality, he literally didn't hear me. Like, a long time ago when we were first married and he was working on like Arkham stuff and everything, like, he used to be like, I would be like, what time are you gonna be done, because, you know, I'm getting dinner and all this stuff, and he'd be like, I'm almost done. And I used to have like the dinner in the oven for like hours on end, because I would keep reheating it over and over and over again. And be like, are you almost done now? And he's like, 1 second. And then it would be like 3 hours later. He would literally, because in his mind, there's like no concept of time whatsoever. And it's like, people just don't, it's like people are just not aware of like how, people are just not aware of it. And Luke doesn't like to talk about it. He doesn't like to talk about it. But it's like, I'm so frustrated that people have no idea. No idea how hard it is for him to not just work, but just function. I'm just frustrated about it. Oh my gosh.
I see him! He's over here!
But yeah, I mean, he has... I mean, people in New York are blunt, and he does say things matter of fact because of the East Coast. And I say things more blunt because I was in the East Coast. But also, if you have ADD, he has double the blunt, because when you have ADD, you don't have a filter. You do not have a filter. And I remember when we were first married and first dating, sometimes Luke would just say stuff to me, like, randomly, and I would get very, frustrated, and I would be like, why would you say that, you know, like, you know, like, he would say, like, you know, like, say I was running late and I caused us to be late to something, you know, he might accidentally say it out loud, like, oh yeah, well, because you weren't here on time, we actually are running late, or whatever. Like, he would just randomly say what he was thinking. But if you were a normal, if you did not have ADD, you would, like, edit your thoughts. You probably wouldn't have said that out loud, what you were thinking. But he would randomly, even when we were dating, would randomly say what he was thinking, you know? And it would really weird me out. And it took me a long time to realize that, you know, it's actually a really great thing. It's really great, because my husband just tells me what he's thinking, like, all the time. I mean, I don't have to wonder if he's lying to me. I don't have to wonder if he's not telling me the truth. Like, when he says, like, you look, like, if he thinks I look pretty, he won't, like, keep it to himself. He'll look at me and say, you look pretty. Like, he'll just randomly say it and then just, like, then keep walking. So, like, he literally just tells me what he's thinking all the time. And I, you know, good or bad, like, literally good or bad. He literally tells me what he's thinking, good or bad, like 100% of the time, like without any delay.
So scary now, huh,
without any delay, he'll always tell me what is on his mind. And so I mean, I've come to realize that it's a really wonderful thing, actually, because I never have to worry, like, about anything. I don't have to worry that, you know, that he doesn't like me or anything, like, because he'll literally tell me, like, I like you or something. And I don't have to be concerned about anything. He always tells me what's on his mind. It's like the best thing in the world. It's like his ADD is like a part of him that is just fine, that is actually makes him unique. It's almost like you can't separate him from his ADD.
The bad guys tonight.
And so, like, that's what really bothers me about people, because they don't understand that some people don't, like, they just don't communicate the same way as everyone else. And they just, you know, like, if Luke will bluntly say something to me, like, yeah, you know, because you ran the last stream over, we're 30 minutes behind on this stream. Like, but he's not trying to criticize me. He's literally saying what he's thinking. He's literally saying what he's literally just saying what's on his mind.
Anyone bored?
That's the thing that these hater people don't understand, is he's not trying to criticize me, actually. He's not directing that towards me when he says something that's on his mind. He literally is just saying it because he's thinking it. He says everything that he's thinking. So it's just, you know, that's one thing you have to understand about my husband, is that he is not trying to be mean to me whatsoever. He has to fake it with everyone else. When he's with anyone else but me, he fakes everything because it's not appropriate to have ADD. When you act like you have ADD with your other people, they get very angry because they don't want to hear what's on your mind. They don't want to know everything you're thinking, and they don't want to hear you say everything bluntly, what is going on with you. They don't want to hear that. They want you to act, quote, normal. And so basically, like, when I first met Luke, and then we were dating, and he was very much kind of himself, and he would blurt out things randomly, after a while, I would kind of tell him, like, oh, yeah, like, why would you say that? I was kind of like, you know, why did you randomly blurt this out? And I would be frustrated with him and, you know, like, confused, because I wasn't used to people with severe ADD. So it's like, then he would just clam up and he wouldn't talk to me anymore, you know? And he was like, and then he told me one day, you know, like, that, you know, like, he learned to clam up and not speak around his mom and sister because they always got mad at him because he would just say what was on his mind, and they were really upset all the time. So he just learned not to speak around people, not speak around teachers, not speak around schoolmates, not speak around his family, just never talk. Never speak, just clam up and just hide his personality and never talk to anyone. And I told him, like, I don't want you to do that. I want you to tell me what's on your mind. I want you to say what you're thinking. I don't want you to be afraid to tell me what you're thinking. And then, so, no, he isn't. He just says what he's thinking, even though sometimes it's blunt. And it really bothers me with these hater people, because they just cannot comprehend how hard it is, like, for somebody with severe, like, learning disability to open up to, like, his wife online and just normally talk. And then these idiots online, these horrible hate groups, just have these whole paragraphs about how mean and blunt he is, but they're just not comprehending he has a learning disability. It's just like, they just literally cannot. It's, my husband had to learn to be silent his whole life and not speak in front of anyone and not ever say what was on his mind. And now it's like these, idiots are just making it so much harder for him to just be himself, And it's probably not gonna bother him, but it just bothers me. It just bothers me.
Kicking us off like a damn cow. What's this? The hell is that?
Oh, okay, I'll try to stop talking about it.
Over here. He went up there.
But yeah, I mean, maybe I should make a video about it, just explaining, like, that my husband has severe learning disability, but Luke doesn't really talk about it. He never tells anyone how severe it is, because he doesn't want anyone to know. He always said he never wanted anyone to subscribe to his channel because there's a lot of people that make a channel and people subscribe because they have, like, sickle cell anemia, or people subscribe because they have a deadly disease, or because they were in a car accident, or because they have this, or because they have that, or they have anemia. So people subscribe. Oh no, this person has anemia, let's subscribe because they're so pathetic, and, like, they need someone to help them out because they're so sickly, and and my husband never wanted anyone to subscribe because he had severe learning disabilities. He never so that's why he worked really hard trying to learn all the Arkham stuff, all the combat. He hardly ever tells anyone how difficult it is for him to function, like, with all his learning disabilities, and he doesn't tell anybody. He doesn't, and it just, and he has told people he has ADD, but it's like they don't make the connection that the way he talks to me on videos is because he has ADD. It's not because he's mean. It's when he's talking over me, or he is telling me, oh, you need to be quiet, or you did this wrong, Amber. Like, he's saying it matter of fact. Like, it's almost like the way a little kid would talk to you. Like, like if you're playing with a little kid and you pick up the wrong dinosaur and they're like, you did that wrong. It's like, that's how my husband is. He's not being mean to me. He's just telling me, like, oh, you talked during the cutscene. Like, he's not trying to be overbearing to me at all. He's just trying to explain to me, like, the way a little kid would. Like, Amber, you talked during the cutscene. Like, try not to do that next time. He's trying to help me out. Never mind. It's difficult to explain, but most people will never get it. But he really is not anything like people try to say. I hope maybe I should make a video explaining it, because there seems to be so much misinformation. Like, people just don't understand. But anyways,
Keep it together. Let's not lose track of each other, okay?
I don't even know how to get these guys. I'm sorry.
You kidding me? There was about a dozen of us up here. We'll end up the same way if we don't keep it together.
Alright, I'm gonna try to just go like dark or something and...
Show yourself! What are you doing? You'll know where we are. Good. I'm sick of playing around.
Alright, there's one person.
You think you're taking us down, Bat? No chance! You keep hiding. You're safer that way. He's too dumb to figure that out.
Alright. People down. Alright.
Y'all okay out there?
Yeah, everything's rosy. What do you think? You think this is funny? He's out there waiting to pounce.
Stay calm. We'll get through this.
I don't really know how to do this part. I'm at the last ones, guys. I'm at the last I don't really know. Okay, I guess I'll do this disruptor thing.
Out, strung up. This is it. Payback. He ain't winning. Not here, not now. I'm breaking you this time, Batman.
I feel like I've done this before. After playing this game for so long, I kind of feel like the cool factor is like disappearing for me. Because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so cool. And then after a while, I played it for so long, it's like, oh no, the cool factor is kind of dissipating. Yep, and just so you guys know, I am going to get back to a lot of the streams I was doing on the different games. I kind of started too many series at once.
First the asylum, then city, now here. Why does he always win?
Well, I kind of got locked out of my Xbox, so I was doing, that one game, yeah, Spiritfarer and everything else on the Xbox, so I am gonna get back into that. I meant to do, this month has been crazy, like, I still have to make the presents I was gonna send out for family members. I'm so behind on that. I've been trying to share and like videos this week, and I've just been trying to find more ways to share videos. Like every time the algorithm changes, I have to find another way to try to share the videos more so I can like combat that. I don't like having to beg for more likes or anything like that. Not that I'm begging for it, but I like to share. If I can find places to share the videos onto more like websites and stuff, then more people will randomly come in and then I'll get more likes automatically, because there will be more people in the stream in general. And so that's what I'm like trying to do if I have the ability to do it. But it, you know, that's kind of why the more I keep getting, the algorithm keeps getting messed up, the more that I keep finding more and more websites to share videos. The more I find websites to share videos, you know, the more I see all these like crazy you know, crazy groups of people saying things, and it's just, you know, it gets to me after a while. Like, I don't want to say I'm a hypersensitive person, but I possibly am. So like everything bothers me. I have to like learn to just try to make things not bother me, but they still will bother me. Like, they bother me so much. Like, every hateful comment is like a knife inside me, and it just hurts so much. I just think, like, why would this person say this? It's just hard, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm really trying to just not let it bother me, but it does. It does. And it's, you know, I really do, you know, I don't know if I can go up here. You know, my gosh. You know, and it's odd, but I definitely try to take the criticism like to heart. Like, if a lot of people are saying something, like, I have changed a lot over the years. Like, I used to interrupt Luke when he would do the intro a lot, and I was kind of ignorant about that. I didn't realize I was kind of interrupting the intro. So I've been really better about that. You know, and I've changed so much. Like, you know, even though people like write it in a really hateful way, I do try to like listen to what they're saying. Okay, it's just annoying when you interrupt the intro. You know, it's annoying when you go on and on about this or whatever. So I really do try to change and not like I used to talk about weird stuff I found on the internet. People really didn't like that. You can't really please everyone though. Like, the more that I try to please all the haters, then the more I lose my own personality. That's the problem, is like, you know, I'm trying to please a bunch of people that aren't gonna watch anyway. They don't actually care about me anyway. So it's like, kind of like, why am I changing to please them? But I feel like if it's like a legitimate like something that I did, like I interrupted Luke when he was talking, or like I, you know, talked over a cutscene, then I definitely try to change that. You know, like if it's something normal. But if it's like about my personality, they just don't like me, it's kind of hard for me to change that, since like, I don't know, how am I supposed to change that? You know, like I mean, I can't like morph my personality to please somebody else's needs or whatever. So, yeah. So I try my best. I'm just like trying my best, but it's, you know, like I remember Luke said, like, when he saw that I was sharing to a lot of websites, he said, like, I never meant for you to see all the hateful comments, and it's like, but I need to see that. I need to combat it. I need to know what's happening. Like Luke basically shielded me from it for a long time. He was the only one seeing the hateful things, and you know, that's why I was very happy on most of the videos. It wasn't until I actually started seeing all the bad comments that I really started like losing my personality online and not acting the same. People would be like, why are you not as happy? And I would just, you know, I wouldn't be as happy because I had seen all the horrible things. Oh wow, these are Riddler bots? Oh wow. I don't think this is part of the rescue the hostage I was at. Alright, I guess I'll do this later. Maybe I got all these guys over here.
Don't leave me here.
Alright, so actually, I actually did get all these guys, and I hadn't even done the... Oh my gosh. Facepalm. Where is he? I don't even know where he is. So I can't wait for Luke to come back and do more videos. Like, he is a lot more entertaining than me. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, but I know. Whoops. Whoops. Did I do something wrong? Oh, wow. Okay. Did I just die? Whoops. Oh, there he is. Okay.
I didn't expect to see anyone. Least of all you.
You were the last person to see the chief. What happened?
I was trapped when the truck crashed. I could feel the flames around my feet. My boots melting. Next thing, the window above me smashes, and there was the chief, pulling me out. The truck was gonna blow, but he didn't give up. I saw them dragging him towards the City Vision building. Please, you have to help him.
I will. Don't go anywhere. An officer is coming for you.
Yeah, exactly, Miss Deanna. I'm the same way too. Like, I mean, I had my mother-in-law was really mean to me, saying that I shouldn't be as sensitive, but she didn't realize that highly sensitive people actually are more aware of other people than most people. Like, they say highly sensitive people, like, if you're in the grocery store and there's some people coming through the aisle, the sensitive person or highly sensitive person will be the one that actually moves that grocery cart so that other people can get by. And I think sensitive people are wonderful people. They look out for other people without even being asked to. They take care of other people and treat them kindly and try to think about other people's needs. And it's like, people who are like super, you know, like, my mother-in-law was really mean, saying I shouldn't be sensitive, but I'm not hurting it. I'm not randomly crying for no reason and making things up that, you know, people hurt me all the time and I just take it. And I don't, you know, I don't, I guess, like, I don't expect people to, you know, normally, like, I know that I'm sensitive, so I don't, like, expect people to apologize every time they hurt me, because people are constantly hurting me. I'm constantly being hurt all the time. Because life just hurts. It's like going through life with just, I don't know, just feels like I have band-aids all over all the time, because it's just every time I go into a store, I'm putting 1000% of my effort on trying to be kind, and they're putting 1000% of their effort in not caring at all. And it definitely, after a while, it definitely gets to you, because, you know, yeah, I agree. I think you're very cool, Miss Deanna. Thank you for being so kind and sweet and encouraging. I appreciate you very much, Deanna, very much. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, thank you for hanging out, Ninetales. Thank you for the highlighted message, Brianna. Oh, so some people can be so sometimes you can be highly sensitive, and then you can, like, point out things that could be critical. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I can. So there could be different types. Yeah. Kind of like Gordon Ramsay could be very highly sensitive in his perception of not that would be it, but I mean, like, a chef or like an opera music or a composer could be highly sensitive, because they're comprehending a great amount of information, and they're able to tell, like, if the food is good or bad, or if the orchestra piece is good or bad, and they're able to tell if the orchestra is doing well or not, and they expect, like, a certain level of excellence. So I see what you're saying. Like, you're able to comprehend, like, a level of excellence in, like, everything. You're able to pinpoint things that could be better. That's a really good thing, though, Deanna. That's really interesting. Yeah. Thank you for becoming an ultimate member, Brianna. Thank you so much. Alright, thank you, Brianna. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Brandon, since I've experienced a lot of trauma because of my health and bullies and injuries. I have to be strong. Definitely, Brandon. I'm so sorry. Amber, you're not wrong. I got ADD and it feels weird for me shopping sometimes. Yeah, definitely, Jessica. I know, like, a lot of people call it ADHD now, but the way my husband was diagnosed was not, he doesn't have the hyperactive, he's not hyperactive at all. Like, most people, people, it sounds weird for me to say ADD because so many people are ADHD, but my husband was never diagnosed with ADHD. He was just diagnosed with ADD, so he doesn't have the hyperactive aspect at all. Like, he's not hyperactive. Like, he is not bouncing off the walls hyperactive. He just has the deficit disorder. So, like, he's just a normal, like, person just sitting there, but, he has attention deficit disorder. He literally, like, it took so long for me to realize, like, it took years, probably 10 years for me to understand that, that if he said, I will be there, it will just be a few seconds. And then, we both compromised because I used to wait up to 8 hours sometimes, and then Luke had no idea 8 hours had gone by, and I could have been doing something that time, but I was like kind of waiting and just like killing time and like waiting, and then I would do something else and wait, and then a few more hours would go by, and then I'd be like, you want me to go out, because, like, you don't seem done. And he's like, well, I'm almost there, just a second. And then 3 to 4 hours later he'd be done. So, like, it used to be really frustrating. Like, people, like, just, like, criticize us, saying, like, oh, you guys just, like, can't get along or don't like each other. But in reality, my husband has very severe ADD. So, I mean, it would make sense that it would be difficult to communicate sometimes between us, because we are not the same. I do not have ADD, so I don't understand what it's like to be him. But he doesn't do that anymore. I have never had to wait 8 hours anymore. It's like 3 hours. I also, like, he's compromised, like, he's, like, forced himself to try to, like, hear me sometimes. Like, even though he's in the zone and he can't be interrupted, like, he will sometimes force himself to hear me. And so we both, like, have to, like, compromise. Like, I have learned to deal with the fact that he has such severe attention deficit. Like, I have a lot of documentaries and books on tape on my phone. So if he says, we're going to be recording soon, I don't know what soon means. Will that be a minute from now? Will that be 1 minute from now? Will that be 20 minutes from now? Could that be 3 hours from now? I'm not sure what that means. And to him, all of those times are all the same amount of time. Like, it's whenever he's done with the project. So it could be any of those times. He doesn't know. He literally, having ADD, he cannot comprehend. He cannot estimate how much time it will take for him to do something. Like, if I ask him, like, I used to always ask him, like, okay, when will you be done? Will it be 1 hour? Will it be an hour and a half? Will it be 5 hours? Then I can go out and get some grocery shopping done and, take the trash out and feed the cats and everything. How much time will it be? Will it be 20 minutes? But he cannot tell because normal people can estimate the time. Like, they will know. My husband is different. My husband will be like, I'm doing a Batman video, and it may take him an hour, it may take him 6 hours, it may take him 10 hours, but he will just sit there at the computer without eating, without getting up to get a snack, without getting up to stretch his legs, without doing anything. He will sit there at the computer up to 9 hours or whatever and just stare at the computer and keep working until he is done. And that's how my husband functions. He literally, and then at the end, he's very tired or very hungry. And I would never do that. I would never ever function like that. It would be like every 2 hours I would need to get up and take a 20-minute break. There's no way I could ever do that. But my husband can. That is what he does.
Batman. Please. He's the best of us all. The chief could see I was scared. He spat at him, got him mad as hell. Just so they'd leave me alone. They beat him so bad. You can't let anything happen to him, Batman. Please. He's the best of us all.
So basically, like, with ADD, my husband will, basically most things will blow off of his shoulders. Like, if someone says something really mean to him, like incredibly cruel, many times it won't really affect him at all. Like, maybe it will affect him if he knows the person, or if it's really affecting him in his job or something. But if he doesn't know them, it probably won't affect him at all, because he just, in his radar, with how he deals with it, it's just like, oh, okay, like, he just thinks of it as like, okay, this person is not normal, or they're not thinking clearly, or they're kind of weird, like, I'm gonna steer clear of them. Like, whereas for me, as like a normal person or whatever, I would be like, wow, this person said something awful to me, why did they say that? And I'm like thinking about it and like hurt by it and everything. And my husband is more like, like, wow, that person seems a little, off their rocker, and make like a joke about it, like, you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. Like, it's just like, for him, it doesn't bother him as much. So like for me, for it's like we're at opposite ends of the attention spectrum, because he has attention deficit, which means so many things don't bother him. He's not hypersensitive at all. Everything kind of rolls off his shoulders. He's kind of just he's able to hyper focus on work, and a lot of the outside things don't bother him at all. He doesn't even notice like a lot of the outside things. Like, there could be, a murder taking place outside his window. He might not even notice it because he's focused on his job. Whereas I'm like a hypersensitive person. I'm the opposite. I notice everything. Everything slightly bothers me. So it's like we're complete opposites. As they say, like, opposites attract, I guess. But it's like, so that's why, like, people online and stuff are just like, wow, you guys like aren't the same, or you don't get along. We do get along. We love each other very much. It's just like we're literally we have opposite ways of, we could not be more opposite. We have opposite ways of communicating. We have opposite ways of reacting to everything. So it's just complete opposite. So like, yeah, so like, and it's weird because
Hang on. If Batman is Bruce Wayne, then who's been playing Bruce Wayne all this time?
I don't know. It's just odd because, like, it's like everything in life bothers me. Like, everything in life bothers me. Every time I walk out the door, I constantly feel like I'm put into this horrible, cruel world that is just attacking me constantly, night and day. and it's hard for me to deal with the world, because it feels like the world is so cruel, like, to me. And to my husband, it's just not bother him. A lot of things are not bothering him at all. Like, it doesn't really bother him. Like, whatever. Like something to do, or, well, I guess that guy's weird. You know, it's just like he just moves on. So, you know, it's just like, so yeah, like sometimes, like, you know, like if my husband, like, say I'm talking, I'm making a point, and my husband talks over me, you know, because he has ADD, yeah, I mean, that's gonna bother me for a minute. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, Luke, but I'm not mad at him, but like like the haters and stuff, they can hear it in my voice that I was bothered. But the thing is, I'm always bothered by everything. I'm a very sensitive person. I'm constantly bothered by everyone and everything. I'm always bothered. Like, the cat takes my seat, it kind of bothers me. Like, you know, I'm kind of like Donald Duck. Everything kind of ticks me off a little bit all the time. And that's just kind of like always am. I have high blood pressure. Everything is kind of bothering me a little bit. I just learned to calm myself down and realize it's not necessarily the world, it's kind of me. I know that part of it is me. Like, a lot of it is me. But, it still bothers me. But that's kind of where, like, we get a lot of the crazy haters that could kind of tell. Like, in my voice, oh, Luke kind of interrupted Amber there, and now she's a little bit bothered. But I'm always bothered. Like, I'm always bothered. It's like someone rings my doorbell, and then they just randomly run away. It's like, oh, why did they do that? That's annoying. I'm a little bit bothered. Like, I'm always bothered all the time. So people just don't get that everyone bothers me. Luke actually bothers me less than most people. It's just that I'm always online with him. My viewer, you guys don't bother me. But I mean, like, when I'm out in public, like, people do weird things all the time. I'm always noticing everything people are doing. You know, like, you know, you talk to the cashier and you're like, oh, have a wonderful Christmas, and they're just like, whatever, and you're just thinking like, oh, okay, that's weird, whatever, or like somebody just randomly, you know, like, you know, it doesn't, like, I'm not mad at anyone, it's just like frustrating. I get frustrated, like, people drive right in front of me in traffic or something, and I'm like visibly like frustrated, and then I usually come home and I rant to Luke about it, and I tell him everything that kind of bugged me that day, and then he kind of laughs and gives me a hug, and then I feel better. And that's like, you know, that's just how I like cope with it and stuff. But it's like, that's what I don't like about, like, my haters and stuff are just, they have all this stuff like, oh yeah, well, Amber was upset because it's like, but I'm kind of always upset. That's the thing. Like, Luke doesn't bother me more than anything else does. Like, I'm always, you know, I'm kind of like a feisty, like, frustrated person a lot. Where everything is like, foreign to me. Like, it's just like, I guess I'm always wishing the world was a little bit easier, a little bit better, like, than it is. But the world is, I have to settle for the world I live in. Every day I want to wake up in a better world. Like, oh, maybe tomorrow I'll be in this better world, and I wake up and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm still here in this world where everyone is kind of like jerky to each other in the highway, and people are always like running into each other in the grocery store, and like being mean online and arguing about, like, well, people used to do console wars and stuff, but so yeah, I mean, it doesn't really, it's like I'm just in a yeah, it's like I'm not really upset, but I can't hide the fact that it kind of frustrated me, like, when certain things happen. So that's why, like, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure out why people think that, you know, oh my gosh. Oh no. So yeah, I guess I'm just overanalyzing it. It's just that there's so many people saying things about me and Luke that it's just like I'm just trying to figure out what I feel like if I can figure out where all this is coming from, maybe I can like analyze it and like dissect it and figure out why people are saying this, because it's like so weird. But so I'm trying to visibly not act like bothered at all, like you know, I just try to let things roll off my shoulders and like not worry about it as much, and I think that has helped a little bit. Hopefully I'll just keep trying to do that more, because my husband cannot not have ADD. Like, he's always gonna have ADD. So really I think I'm the person that has more of the ability to like change myself so I appear more normal online, or whatever. So, you know, I do really try to not you know, be bothered by things, and I am really trying it, especially because I don't like when people say stuff, you know, where, you know, they're going to criticize the fact that, you know, my husband has a learning disability. That's really hard for me to see. So, yeah. So I'm trying, like, I really try, like, to not react to everything anymore. Like, so yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying my best one day at a time, but it's just, I guess what's frustrating for me is that my husband and I will never be a, quote, normal couple. He's always going to have ADD. So, like, all these criticisms, like, well, Luke needs to not interrupt Amber and stuff. It's never, he's always going to interrupt me, because he literally, and he's always going to correct me, because if you have ADD, you're just going to bluntly say, you know, like, cutscene, or you talked over that cutscene last time, Amber, or, oh, we were 30 minutes late because of you, you went over, try not to do that next time. Like, he'll bluntly tell me everything that I'm kind of doing wrong, like, during the stream, you know. And if he didn't have ADD, he probably wouldn't do that. He probably would not say it in front of everyone. But because he has ADD, he is gonna do that. He's gonna say it. So yeah. And he's not trying to, like, criticize me in front of anyone. He's literally just talking. So yeah. So yeah, I have to work. I'm just trying to work on being super stoic, like, and not responding, like, so it's always going to be hard. I wonder if, I think it would be harder for Luke to make a video about his ADD than for me. Because I think him having it, he can't comprehend what it appears like to other people. Like, if you have ADD, you're on the inside looking out, you're not on the outside looking in. You can't comprehend what it appears like to other people. Like, you only know what it's like for yourself, but you don't know what other people see. Like, when you lose track of time, when you literally you know, just completely lose track of, like, hours of time. You Oh, I died. Yeah, you don't know what that appears like to other people. You can't see other people waiting for a while, or what it feels like. So, yeah. But anyways, I don't know why I made this a topic of discussion. It's just on my mind. Yeah. Alright, so let's try to take these people down. Alright, well, I did, do that.
Gonna take more than smoke to stop us.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate that. And I don't know what I'm gonna do for the last stream. I might do a stream after this. I don't really know. I'm on the hardest missions, so I don't really know how I'm gonna do on this stuff. I mean, to me, this is the hardest missions. These are the ones I have never done and never gotten through. Yeah, I mean, like, another thing that Luke does, if you notice, like, not to, like, harp on the same thing, but if you guys have ever heard him say, like, when he starts talking, and I interrupt, or I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that too, or something, or I'm talking with him, and then he says, like, please don't interrupt me, I'm talking. It sounds kind of blunt, but he's actually saying that because with his ADD, if he gets interrupted while he's talking, he'll lose his thought, like, completely. Like, his mind will go completely blank. And then he'll usually get super frustrated after that. Like, he won't remember anything he was saying, and it will be very, like, hard for him. So that's why he actually says that. Like, he actually, like, will say, like, don't interrupt me, I'm talking. Like, a lot of the stuff Luke says to me during streams and videos, he's, like, not trying to tell me what to do. He's literally trying to tell me, like, what he means to say, what he's not saying. He's saying, please don't interrupt me, I'm talking. He means to say, like, oh, this is really hard for me, and, you know, if you interrupt me, it's making me super frustrated, and, you know, I'm sorry, but I have to keep saying my thought, or otherwise I'm gonna lose it. That's basically what he's trying to say, but what he actually ends up saying is, like, don't interrupt me, I'm talking. That's not what he means. He's not trying to tell me what to do at all. He's just, like, he's trying to, like, a normal, like, if I was him and I was wording it, I would say something like, oh, so sorry, but I am this hard thing where I can't remember what I'm saying if I get interrupted. Like, can you not interrupt me, because it's really frustrating to me, like, and I get super frustrated if I get interrupted. Like, that's probably what I would say if it was me. But my husband says some stuff very, like, very quickly and very, like, bluntly, so yeah. He won't say it in a way that's, like how I would say it at all. So, yeah.
Thank God that damn thing didn't explode.
Alright, so we have a lot of people here. Whoops. Kind of messed that up. Darn it. Messed that up. I guess I should go in the grates down there. Alright, now I'm in the grates. Hopefully I can take some people down here. Oops. Okay.
Oh God, where is he? He just vanished in the smoke. We can't help him. He's out cold. Keep a lookout.
Hey, what happened to you?
Okay. Are there any more people I have to take down? Yeah, there are.
Hey, think this guy's still breathing? Where? This way. See you there.
Oh God! Oh God! Someone's down!
Where are you?
Over here!
Hey, what happened to you?
Oops. All right, so I guess the grates in this area are the key to it.
He ain't getting up. Keep moving. This'll flush that freak out. Deploying charge. 3, 2, 1.
Line's ready, guys.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to.
Keep back. Setting a mine. We can't help him. He's out
I
cold.
don't know where they are. I lost them.
Let's see how he likes a thermobaric charge. 3, 2, 1.
Lucky for me, this guy's just running against the wall.
We can't wake him up. We're gonna find the guy who took him out. This'll flush that freak out. Deploying charge. 3, 2, 1.
I see him! He's over here! I found him!
Oops. Oh no, I was almost there. Darn it.
I thought he was supposed to be tough.
Oh my gosh. Oh, when they're terrified, they turn around and get trigger happy. Thank you, Dark Master. Only 4 left. Thank you, Dark Master. Hi, Mage Wolf. Hi, oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Much love to you and K-Wing. Both time and effort you're putting in. We will always be with you both. Thank you, Surmya J. I'm sorry I missed it. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Surmya, and thank you, thank you for the other super chats today, guys. Thank you, Just Kenobi says how Luke has been doing. I've been praying for him. Thank you, Justo. I'm sorry I missed your, I'm sorry I missed your super chat, Justo Kenobi. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I missed that. Oh my gosh, I missed a few of them. You guys made much older. Thanks for everything. Thank you, James K. Two are awesome people and haters just good for nothing losers. Everyone here loves you too. Thank you, Max. Thank you, James. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see all those. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I didn't see those. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Game Kid, for being a member and upgrading to superhero. Thank you, Clayton, for this kind words. Really appreciate that. Thank you, James K. Thank you, Mags. Thank you, Justo. Thank you, Simnia. And thank you, Justo Kenobi. And thank you, Brianna, for becoming an ultimate again. Thank you so much. You got this, Amber. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Ray Fams, as I've been a big fan of your guys' channel since the OG Arkham vid. I hope you and the hubby are doing well. Thank you, Ray Fan. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're doing alright. We went Christmas shopping today. We were having a good day. I had some difficulties today. Luke is not doing the best today. But thank you so much. Hopefully he'll be doing better tomorrow. Thank you guys for your thoughts and prayers for him. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. That's very sweet. Thank you very much. And sending love your way. That's very sweet. Okay. Thank you so much, Ray Fam. I've been a big fan of your guys' channel since OG Arkham City. Hope you and the hubby are doing well. Really, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Ray. Thank you so much. You guys are very sweet. Ray Farr. I got the name wrong. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Bless your heart. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that, guys and gals. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Thanks for the thoughts and prayers, guys. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys very much. I didn't expect that, and I was just talking, and I appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys very much. Okay, we're gonna rescue this firefighter. Maybe we are gonna be done with this quest. I don't know. Oh, I can't rescue him yet? Am I not allowed to rescue him? Oh, I can't rescue him yet. There's other people around. Oh, darn it. I am not even... they made me start the quest over. Oh, man. Frustration. Alright, guys, we're gonna try to do this quest again.
Whoa. I see him. He's over here. He went this way. He went up there. Shoot.
Alright, so we know the key is to try to get into the floor and try to get into there. Alright, one silent takedown complete. So, someone was saying, whoever was saying that when they get afraid, then they turn around and start being crazy. And start shooting like crazy.
No. This guy. Is he dead? Where you at? Over here.
Oh, poor firefighters.
Placing sentry gun.
I guess they're just gonna try to chase them around.
Sentry gun deployed. Area's hot. Hey guys, he got one of us again. Hey, y'all hear me? Okay. Me and you then, Batman. Mano a mano.
Okay. Good job, Batman. Well, at least we get to see Arkham Knight without the fuzzy Switch graphics. Today, at least. Tomorrow, you guys will probably see Arkham Knight again, or Switch on the Switch. It's like... It's like, also, like, I was just thinking, like, a lot of the stuff, like, are... Like, I saw on this Reddit post where it says I just agree with Luke all the time. Like, again, like, they just don't understand that I'm also sometimes trying to encourage him when he's talking. Like, he'll look over at me and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's trying to express himself and he doesn't know if, you know, sometimes he just looks at me for reassurance. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, and it's like the crazy unhinged people are just like, yeah, Amber's just agreeing with him. It's like, I'm not I'm not just agreeing with my husband on everything. I'm literally trying to encourage him, because, you know, whatever. I don't really know why people are like this. They just don't, I guess they just don't, I guess they're just mean, I guess. I guess people are just mean. I can't understand why people are like that. Well, I don't think we have any more left to go, guys. I think we're done. I don't think we got anyone else. I think we're done. Okay, we're gonna try to get this firefighter out of here. Oh my gosh. Finally, I did it! Firefighter Rescued.
My men, are they okay?
Your men think a lot of you, Captain. They trust you.
You know, don't you?
I know you would do anything for your men, even if that meant aiding and abetting a known arsonist. It was you who gave Firefly the access codes and addresses of abandoned buildings.
I always made sure they were empty. No one was hurt.
You put your men in danger.
The city was shutting us down. I couldn't let them do it. I couldn't.
And while there was an arsonist at large in Gotham, your men would keep their jobs.
They've got families. They gave their lives to this city. I made a promise to them. I couldn't break it. You understand that, right?
The police will want to question you at GCPD.
I don't understand. He let Firefly go or something?
This is your seat, Chief.
Riding into Batman's car. My little girl's gonna be jealous.
Thank you, Jacob O'Ryan. Yeah, definitely, Chad. I mean, that's...
Scarecrow's plan. I didn't know about any of it, I swear. You have to believe me. Why would you? Why would anyone? I don't know how to tell them. I don't think I can.
Oops.
You owe it to them. I know.
I kind of
What
fell...
you did was wrong.
Sorry, dude.
But you came back tonight. That means something.
Yeah. A guilty conscience.
Whoops.
But thanks.
I know he did something wrong to try to keep their jobs alive, but I don't really understand what he did. I kind of missed part of it because I wasn't paying attention.
This place is gonna have more plant life than a nature reserve. We'll be the
Yeah, definitely, Chad. I mean, encouraging the other person is how marriage works. Exactly, Chad. I don't understand. It's like, it's so foreign to people. Like, they just don't understand. Like, oh, why are you encouraging your husband when he's trying to speak? It's like, because I'm trying to, like, be encouraging and kind. It's like, I get criticized if I'm not kind, and then I get criticized for being kind. I don't know. People are just weird. He hired Firefly? Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. This is really happening.
Oh wow, I didn't catch that part. Thank you guys. Wow.
Try and make sure the men don't find out. I want to be the one who tells them. You're right. They deserve that much.
Wow. He hired Firefly so they would keep their jobs? Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 If you want to talk to the chief, walk out the door and go back in. Alright, well, I'll talk to him. I feel bad. I think he was trying to help them keep their jobs. He didn't know that they would be in any danger or whatever. But, I mean, it was still technically wrong. I mean, he hired somebody to create fires. But then the people ended up getting kidnapped and their lives put in danger. Christmas is difficult for you to solve. Sorry, Matt. Marcolina. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's really funny. Like, the other day, like, and I could be wrong about it, but I think I kind of realized why Batman is a certain way with Selina and different way with everyone else. I know people... Well, anyway, let's talk about it after this.
How are you holding up?
I'll live. Funny. I always hoped I'd get to meet you one day. Never thought it'd be like this.
I hear that a lot.
I betrayed those closest to me. Whatever happens, I deserve it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I personally...
Looks like we both had our secrets, huh, Batman? I can't imagine yours ever involved burning down half the city.
Wow.
The cops around here seem to be taking it pretty well. I can't imagine everyone on the outside is going to be so forgiving. Looks like we both had our secrets, huh, Batman? I can't imagine yours ever involved burning down half the city.
Well, I mean, it was one of the streams where I was talking about it, and, you know, I really thought Talia was the better person for Batman, and Selina is just kind of like crazy and weird and wears a cat outfit. And Selina looks more normal. She doesn't wear a weird outfit. She seems more like a normal human being. Of course, she is part of a League of Assassins, so that's not normal. But I was just thinking about it because, like, I was saying, like, he's so cold with Selina. Like, he's so matter-of-fact with her. And, like, he's not really matter-of-fact with Talia as much or with anyone else. He talks to other people, but with Selina Kyle, he's very matter-of-fact. Like, she tries to talk to him, and he's just like, I have work to do. You know, and it just occurred to me, and I could be wrong, and I feel like a lot of people will disagree with me, but it just occurred to me that, like, I think I said it on that stream where it clicked in my head, like, the whole reason why he's like that with her is because, just like my husband is with me, like, where he acts a certain way with me, doesn't act with anyone else, where he can just be himself. He doesn't need to put on, like, a mask and pretend he is happy-go-lucky Batman or Bruce Wayne. I almost feel as though he is more grumpy with Selina because he can be himself around her. And that's just how I feel. I mean, I could be wrong, but part of me thinks, like, the whole reason he seems so mean or cold to her is because he's actually acting his actual personality. Like, he's not putting on a show. He's not putting on a fake personality around her because he feels comfortable around her. That may be far-fetched. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm just trying to self-insert myself into the game. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting, at least. Because I feel like he has to act even a certain way with Talia, where he has to watch how he talks to her. He has to watch his step around her. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing to her. He has to watch his step with even Ivy, or, like, with, you know, like, even the police and everything, like, but, you know, but with Selina, he literally matter-of-fact says what he's thinking randomly, like, I think instead of him being, like, angry at her, like, I have work to do, Selina, like, I thought he was originally angry at her because she's, like, robbing people and stuff, but I don't know. I wonder kind of like if he also is just telling her, like he's matter of fact explaining, like he's being himself, like he's literally saying like explaining like, yeah, well actually I have work to do, like, you know, like for instance, like for myself, like people that don't know me very well, like I always put on a front and always act like, oh yeah, I'm doing great, everything's fine. And then people that know me really well, like, you know, I'll basically tell them, like, oh, are you gonna do all this great stuff for your, you know, for the holidays and stuff? And I'm like, no, I'm actually gonna be working, like, the whole time, and, you know, I'm working day and night right now. Like, I'll just be completely honest and tell them, like, you know, I don't know. So I wonder, so I kind of did wonder about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I wonder if he was being himself with Selena, like just being matter of fact, but I could be wrong.
Good.
I guess I'll never know. It's like
Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella.
Hi, Maverick, how's it going? Great to see you. Okay.
Remember, if you see Batman, shout and charge him. Never fails.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why, like, I don't know.
Best Halloween ever. Let's go to the department store and loot some costumes.
I don't know. It was just a thought that I had that maybe he feels himself around Selena, maybe. But I don't know. Or he could just be mad because in the animated series, I always remember she, like, if I'm thinking of animated series Catwoman, she was always trying to, like, I felt like she was always trying to get out of going to prison or get out of going to jail after doing, like, something bad because, like, she thought she could, like, basically flirt her way out of it. Like, she thought, oh, like, you don't want to take little old me to jail, Batman. And he was like, you're going to jail. Because, like, for him, it was like, he has to obey the law. So it's like, he can't just let her off the hook just because she's a girl or because she's flirting with him. You know, he can't just give her special treatment. He says to treat everyone the same. Otherwise, he wouldn't really be a hero. He would kind of like be a dishonest hero, like, in a way, because, like, if you kind of give people special treatment every time they flirt with you, it's like, then you don't really have very good moral standards. You're not treating everyone the same. You're giving certain people special treatment. Okay, locate and destroy the militia checkpoint. Oh my gosh. I don't know. So I actually finished the firefighter quest. Wow. Okay, so it is been 2 hours and 29 minutes. Oh my gosh. Selena would try to flirt her way out going to jail, but she legitimately wants to be with Bruce in BTS. Interesting, Garrett. You're going to jail, Catwoman. Nuh-uh. Batman, yeah, says Chad. Yeah. Well, I don't know what I should do. If I should do another stream or just keep going on this one. I guess that we've been going 2 hours and 29 minutes. I don't really know. There's not too much going on. I don't even know what is this? Main objective. Rendezvous with the Batwing on the rooftop of GCPD to activate the Nightfall. Oh, that's a Nightfall protocol. I forgot what the Nightfall protocol is. What is the Nightfall protocol? I don't even know what it is. What is the night? Oh, that's the end of the game. Well, I mean, no one lives forever. I guess we could try to do that. I never got this done. The Azrael thing. I guess we could try to do that. Oh.
Looking for new recruits.
Bruce fakes his death. Okay, thanks, guys. Well, I never finished the Azrael thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I can actually do that.
There's gotta be someone left in Gotham worth robbing. Or, you know, at least beating.
Well, I really do need to take care of some of those drones. I don't really know if I can go back and do side quests after nightfall. Probably not. I'm guessing no. I'm guessing not. Why wouldn't I just...
He's gonna get us! No chance! Penguin's parents were Gotham royalty. He got the accent at school, if it's for real anyway.
Oh my gosh. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little worried.
What did Scarecrow do? Oh, that stuff was nasty.
Please finish the Azrael and some other stuff before you do Nightfall. Alright, we can do it. We can try to do Azrael. I could try to do Azrael. Let's see. So, also I have some extra things I can still do. I still haven't done some, like, destroying these breakable objects. I don't think I can really go. I mean, I could try to do all the Riddler trophies, but I don't know. Rendezvous with Batwing on the GCPD to activate Nightfall Protocol. Okay, that's... What is this? Riddler bomb. Okay, alright, well, we could try... I'll just attempt Azrael's thing today, but I'm not gonna do well on it. I'm just... Well, I'll give it a whirl. I'll give it a whirl here. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh my gosh. This is not an easy one for me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through this today. We can attempt it. Oops. Even though there are 243 Riddler trophies, compared to 440 trophies in City, it feels like it takes longer to get them in Night. Oh wow, Garrett. Can do it, but you have to do everything to get the full ending, and you have the discs, you have to do them. You have to do them all as well. Okay, thank you, Dark Master, appreciate that. How long would it take to 100% the entire game? I don't know, Isaac. I mean, I've been going through it pretty slowly. I mean, if you're good at the game, it would take a lot less time than I've been doing it. Like, you might, yeah, I'm sure people in the chat know. Because I've been taking like 5 times to 10 times longer. Alright, so we'll try this, but I'm not gonna do well.
I am ready to face your final challenge.
It's the toughest yet.
Oops, sorry, and my soda. Great, I just died. Alright, I need to
Only a
flip
worthy
over
successor
people a
can
little bit more, I
complete the
guess.
challenge and avoid getting hit.
Batman.
It is not your time, Azrael. I hope when you try again, you're
No,
better
I want to
prepared.
do it right now, Batman. I want to do this now. I can do this.
I am ready to face
Oh.
your final challenge.
It's the toughest yet.
Okay. Oh, and Link is right next to me. Whoops. I know, I'm not very good at this! I'm just not the greatest at this. Oh my gosh. I'm not the greatest at this. Oh wow. Azrael, you're looking like a fool. I'm making you look like an idiot. Wow.
Next time, I will be victorious.
Man. Oh my gosh. It took me 10 days to beat the game and new game plus. Oh, the DLC. No, you're fine. Isaac, no worries. It's the Azrael acrobatic show. Step right up and watch the cult member and a weird custom flip over ninjas. It's very funny, Garrett. Behold the power of leapfrog, says Mage. Chad says, me do jumpy jump. Try until you succeed, says Maverick. Press square to, or triangle to counter. Thank you, OH. It's awesome that it took you 10 days to beat the DLC. I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of forgot where the DLC starts and ends. To hit them 3 times. 1, 2, 3, dodge. Okay, thank you, OH. Really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know. This is very hard for me, so I don't, like... Alright. This is... Oh. Alright, we're gonna try retrying it. Let's see if we can do this.
Ready yourself. Go.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I can't just switch what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to dodge, and then I have to go from dodging. There's too many people coming in, too many little things come at me. Like, I have the yellow highlighted things, and then I have the blue highlighted things, and I get confused. Like, I feel like I can't dodge all of them. I'm just really... Whoa. Just playing the long game, I guess. Oh, I'm just leaping around. I'm just leaping around. I don't know. I'm just not very good at this game. I can't do it. Ah, I can't do this. This is like too hard of a challenge. I don't know. I can't get hit even one time. I don't know how anyone ever did this. Ah! Darn it! Well, I tried the 3 hits. That did work, OH. I tried it on the one guy. I was able to do it. Oh my gosh. No leapfrog. Fight back, says heck. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Ready yourself. Go.
Oh great. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my gosh. I may have to get a piece of cornbread for this or something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah! One second, let me get right back. Oh, wait. Don't get scratched, says Chad. I'm having my Coca-Cola and my cornbread, and we're gonna try to do this. Alright. If you guys can teach me how to do this, then you guys are amazing teachers. You guys already have helped me through all of the rest of Arkham Knight. You guys are breathtaking and awesome. Thank you guys so much. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's try it. Don't get scratched or you'll break your mama's back.
You can do better than this.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Jump, jump, and jump, and jump some more. Oh my gosh! Great.
Forgive me.
Coke is good for the game. Yeah. Yeah.
Stay focused.
Alright. Oh, don't get scratched or you'll break your mama's back.
I am not worthy.
You can do better than this.
Azrael, you idiot. So, today I was in the... Today I was in the store with Luke, and he hasn't gone out in like months because of his leg. And that's kind of mean for me to laugh about that. It's like, haha, my husband has a hurt leg. No. But basically, no, I'm not trying to be mean, but basically he hasn't been out for a long time, so... He doesn't know. Basically, he lost. One of our debit cards is gone, so we just have the one in my name. So basically, like, he doesn't know the PIN to my debit card. So he's very cute. Like, when we're out, he wants to. Our bank account is shared, so you know he's still paying for it, even though it says my name on it. He's still paying for it. But he doesn't know the PIN. So
I will not fail you again.
Yeah, so we're out. We went to Walmart and I got some Christmas bags and some other things and a small tree because we can't get the tree that's in the back of our storage locker because we can't find it. It's too far back. So basically, like, so we got a few things at Walmart, and then, basically he's trying to put the pin in there, and then he, like, put the card in. He put the card in first, because he hasn't been out for so long. He swiped the card. The lady at the desk was so grumpy and mean to begin with, and she didn't even say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. She was just kind of like just frowning the whole time. So, number one, you read that going. And there was some mean customers. There was like a line of customers behind us. So, it was kind of like an intense situation that like I was super aware of. But Luke was kind of like, he was having a great time because he was out with me, which was very sweet. So, it didn't really bother him at all. Like, he didn't care about customers being jerks. It literally wasn't phasing him at all, which is really awesome, actually. But anyways, long story short, he basically did the swipe of the card, and then it wasn't, they were like, oh, that has a chip in it, so you have to put it in. He's like, what? It does? He forgot that, because he hasn't been out for a long time. So he put the chip in, then, like...
Ready yourself. Go.
He put the chip in, and then he basically, like... He basically pulled the chip right out. He pulled the card right out. Like, after he put it in. Like, he put it in for 1 second and then he pulled it out. And then the lady, like, was kind of, like, she was like, like, yeah, you pulled it out too soon or whatever. So, like, or you didn't, leave the card in long enough or whatever. So, I don't know why, but I went like visible facepalm because I shouldn't have done that, but I was just like, but then I was like, oh yeah, you have to hold it in until it says you can let it go. So then Luke did it again and he was fine, but he just hasn't been out for so long that a lot of the things, like, he just forgot how life is done. He's just been working all the time. He's like working night and day at the computer, so it's like he's not even leaving the house and just working all the time. So yeah, finally he got out. You were doing it, it's the dark side. I did try, I was trying to do it.
Next time.
Yeah, it's just not, it's just hard for me. I've never been good at the sword characters. Like, I'm not good at the sword characters at all.
Ready yourself. Go.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're allowing him to leave the house. Yeah, I keep him trapped here. Yeah. I keep Luke locked up and trapped.
You can do better than this.
I think I was supposed to press back and then press it. Alright, I guess I'll try again.
Don't lose concentration.
I will not fail you again.
Ready yourself.
I don't know. Yeah, the yellow, like when it's highlighted yellow coming at me, it seems to get me.
Stay focused.
I am trying to focus, Batman. I'm trying to focus.
Next time, I will be victorious.
Oh no, oh no, Chad. That's cool that your wife was. She learned a different curse word every challenge. Oh no, Chad.
You can do better than this.
Whoops.
I am not worthy.
Oh my gosh.
Ready yourself. Go.
Darn it.
I will not fail you again.
Alright.
Stay focused.
Forgive me.
Don't lose concentration.
Oh wow.
I have no one to blame but myself.
Okay.
You can do better than this.
I'm trying, Batman. I'm trying. No! Ah, I think the yellow ones I don't think I can dodge.
Forgive me.
Oh no. Three left, says Sons of Gaming. Hold triangle and pull away from them. Okay, Sons of Gaming, just got done completing this 100% again. Never actually did all the other trophies before because they were annoying, says Sons of Gaming. Okay. Use your knowledge to beat this. Okay, Darkseid, trying. Hello, Sunny Boy. Hi, everyone.
Ready yourself.
Alright.
Go.
I think I have to jump. When that guy comes, I think I have to press X and jump.
Stay focused.
Oops.
I will not fail you again.
Ready yourself. Go.
Oh my gosh.
Next time, I will be victorious.
Don't lose
This is
concentration.
frustrating.
I have no one to blame but myself.
That's true.
You can do better than this.
I am not worthy.
Don't lose concentration.
This guy's so mean. Alright, I'm trying to go away from them Sons of Gaming, but it's not working out since I keep going towards them instead.
Stay focused.
I'm just making really dumb mistakes that I could easily not make.
Ready yourself. Go.
Oh wow, I'm an idiot. It wasn't even hard to dodge.
Next time, I will be victorious.
Don't lose concentration.
Forgive me.
Okay.
You can do better than this.
Oh.
I am not
What was I
worthy.
thinking?
Stay focused.
I have no one to blame but myself.
You can do better than this.
I am not worthy.
I am not worthy.
Ready yourself. Go.
When yellow comes, I have to either back away and dodge or I need to jump. One of the two.
Don't lose concentration.
Oh my gosh, I did it! No way!
You are to be commended, Azrael. You have passed the test. I will contact you when I have made my decision.
There is no decision to make, Batman. I am ready now.
I decide how this works, not you.
Every moment you waste, Gotham falls deeper into the abyss. Make your decision fast, or she will be lost forever.
Sir, we have a positive ID on Azrael. His real name is
Thank you,
Michael
everyone.
Lane. He was a GCPD officer before he was dismissed due to psychological issues. And then, well, he seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth.
You guys know I could do it. Thank you so much for helping me. Yay.
The Batcomputer has
Thank
picked
you,
up an
everybody.
irregularity in Lane's physiology. I've not seen anything like this before.
Upload the data to the clock tower. I can analyze it from there.
Right you are, sir.
Thank you, everyone, so much for helping me get through that. I didn't think I could ever do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, now you can use those skills against the other guys. Definitely dark side. Thank you for being proud of me, everyone. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. You guys are so kind. Thanks for helping me through this, even though it took me so long.
I miss Scarecrow speeches. Felt real Halloween-y. Riddler's definitely funnier, though.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Alright. I guess this will be Azrael. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll try to collect the Riddler trophies. We'll see. I'm getting more confident now. Alright, so Azrael and the Batcave. Tank battles were my most hard thing originally. They felt easy at the time, but better on Switch would be bad for me, definitely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm sending over the data on Michael Lane now. I'm no neurologist, sir, but I can quite confidently assert that doesn't look like it belongs in one's brain.
It's a surgically implanted microprocessor interfacing with the temporal lobe, the region of the brain used for storing and accessing memories.
Which memories?
Thank you guys so much for helping me through that.
Azrael.
You guys are amazing and breathtaking. Thank you so much.
The Order of San Dumas has safeguarded.
I'm gonna give Luke a big hug after this. He's gonna be super proud of me that I was able to do this.
Our legacy.
Oh.
You have studied the Dark Knight for years, learning his every strategy, analyzing his every tactic, perfecting his every move. Now it is time to complete.
I thought I can break the sword. Can I break the sword if I get it?
Seek out the Batman.
Can I break the sword?
Prove that you are his worthy and trusted successor.
Only when you have won the Batman's trust will you be able to fulfill.
Okay, thank
your
you,
destiny.
Sunny Boy and Dark Master. Everyone, you can break it, so
Intentions
some
do seem
gaming.
pure, sir. Are you suggesting these recollections have been
Alright, so
I am. Alfred, I know this symbol from Arkham
maybe
City.
I'll try doing
It's
that
the
since
Order's
that's what
sacred
people wanted to see
language.
Luke do last
They've
time. I
implanted
wouldn't be able to
markers
get through
into
that
Lane's
Azrael
memories
mission
and
without you
modify his
guys. I
behavior
don't know, I don't
unconsciously.
deserve you guys
If I
helping
can
me
find all the
through.
markers, I'll be
You
able
guys
to
are very
reconstruct the
encouraging and
waveform and reveal the
kind.
message.
Oh. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for helping me through that. I really didn't think I could do the Azrael mission. Oh my gosh, it's not over yet.
I didn't find anything there. I need to scan the markers. Nothing in this area. I need to scan the markers in order to reconstruct the waveform. I can't reveal the message unless I find and scan all the markers.
Oh.
That scan didn't find anything. I need to locate the markers. They're the key to unlocking the message. I have to look carefully. The markers are here, hidden in the memories.
What? Wait, I missed this. Azrael's origin or something?
Scanning that marker has reconstructed part of the waveform. It's working.
Looks creepy. This is so creepy.
I've already analyzed this section.
Okay, Batman. Wow, something is creepy here. That looks creepy as all get out. That looks creepy. That looks like a face of a monster or something to me. Looks very creepy. It looks very super creepy. Oh my gosh. Wow, some of this looks kind of scary.
I can't reveal the message unless I find and scan all the markers.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm just taking 1,000 times longer than most people do doing this. Oh gosh darn it. There's one, I think.
Another portion of the waveform has been restored.
Oh wow, that's a person on a knight on a horse. Oh.
I didn't find anything there. I need to scan the markers. Nothing in this area. I need to scan the markers in order to reconstruct the waveform.
Alright, Batman, I'm trying.
That scan didn't find anything.
Trying, Batman.
I need to locate the markers.
Not everyone is as smart as you. Not everyone is as smart as you, Batman. Some people take a little bit more time to figure it out. Okay.
I've already analyzed.
Alright, okay, Batman, you already analyzed. Okay. So matter of fact. Reminds me of someone I know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me already have this.
I've already
Alright, okay, you already analyzed that one. Oh. I don't know, some of this stuff looks super creepy. Honestly, I think a face is gonna pop out here. This is creeping me out. This is creeping me out. I don't like this. That's creeping me out. Looks like a monster face. That's disturbing. Looks like a mirror monster. I'm freaking out. Oh my gosh. Does anyone know what okay, there's the one. Yeah, let me know if I passed it or something. I don't know. Let me look at the chat.
I didn't find anything there. I need to scan the markers.
Football player, so Sons of Gaming. Okay, thanks, Sons of Gaming. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I don't like looking at that weird... This looks like a face to me. It's creeping me out. Okay, that's a face. That's a face. Ah! Creeping me out! Oh my gosh! Creepy. I do not like that. Same I am. I do not like that. I do not like the creepy face. It's creeping me out. I'm gonna have nightmares from this. I am freaking out. Alright, that's this. It doesn't take much to give me a nightmare. It reminds me of something I saw online when I used to be into conspiracy stuff. It's creepy. There we go.
Almost there. There's probably one more marker to find and scan.
It's back at the start. Okay, thanks, Sons of Gaming. You're adjusting the magnets on your Rubik's Cube. Awesome, Frodby. It is a face, says Spawn Freak. Yeah, it looks like a face. It looks so creepy. Maybe it's supposed to be Azrael's face. It's so scary to me, honestly. That is really freaky. I don't like faces coming through portals and stuff. It's just disturbing. It's kind of creeping me out. Ugh. Alright.
I've already analyzed this section. I can't reveal the message unless I find and scan all the markers.
Faces are the worst, Chad. Faces are scary. I don't want to tell you guys what I saw something that was similar to that at some point, but I'm not supposed to talk about it because it's too weird. Basically, it looks like something somebody said was coming out of a portal one time, and it was just creeping me out. Okay, I don't know why this...
I have to look carefully. The markers are here. I've already analyzed this section.
The music is pretty here, but it's kind of creepy. Everything is creepy. This is giving me Assassin's Creed vibes, like going... There we go.
That's it. The waveform is complete. This should reveal the message.
Face it, Tiger. It's a face.
The Dark Knight stands in the way of our cause. He prevents the evil of Gotham from facing true.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for the help.
When you have proven yourself, wait for your moment and then strike him down. Take your rightful place as Gotham's new guardian. A guardian wholly willing and relentless in his quest to protect this city.
It looks like a monster, but it's Azrael.
They certainly don't mince their words, do they, Master Bruce? How will you stop him?
He won't.
Lane.
Lane is dead. I am Azrael, Knight to the Order of Saint Dumas.
The Order has lied to you, stolen your free will.
Liar, you stand in the way of true justice.
We're on the same side, Michael.
No. No. I know who I am. I know what I am doing.
In that case, the choice is yours.
Protector of faith. You know what must be done.
Okay. Well... Creepy. Why is Azrael's mask so scary? Azrael has a scary face.
The blade calls to you, Azrael. Its one true master.
Brett, grab the sword and break.
You have taken the sword. Use it.
I'm trying to break it. I don't know how to break it, actually. I don't know how to break it.
Wet the blade.
Okay, you have to go towards him, okay. Alright.
Oh!
Break the sword. Make sure I press the right button here. Wait a second.
Strike down the Batman. Kill him.
I thought myself the instrument of God, not the tool of man.
Alright, thanks OH, thanks Wally, thanks guys. Oh my gosh. Yay! I actually pressed the right button. That's good. Well, Batman, it was nice knowing you. Wow! Literally, dude, you're so composed in your work. You're not even paying attention to me. Fine. You know what? Have a nice day to you too, Batman. He's like, you were almost about to kill me. I don't want to talk to you.
You made the right decision, Michael.
I do no one's bidding but God's. The Order must answer for what they have done to me.
Thanks, Darkseid. Thanks, everyone. OH and, no pointy, says Chad. Good job, Amber. Thanks, Sunny Boy. And, happy birthday, Sunny Boy. Hope you're having a great birthday. How does pay attention to anyone? So, yeah, don't be Kwingsletsplays, he doesn't pay attention to anyone. He don't be offended. Yeah, Batman doesn't pay attention to anyone. Yeah, that's right. He's just consumed with work. Well, I mean, he is a good person, though. He tries his hard to help people, so that's really important. So maybe we could do the Riddler trophies. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but I guess I can't do it tonight. I don't know if I should.
Lockdown clock tower. Authorization. Batman.
Oh, I put everything away. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, cool. And I guess I can get... Yeah, I can go out of here. I didn't really do anything to stay in my room, but thank you. Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Sonny boy. That's awesome. I hope you had a nice birthday. You couldn't do all the Riddler trophies tonight. That's true, Sons of Gaming. Well, I'll tell you right now is that the Riddler trophies are going to be very long, says Darkseid. Keep in mind, if you did kill Batman, he will not be killed. And he will not have knocked out Azrael because of plot armor, says Dark Master. Yeah. Solving all 240 Riddlers is the only way to defeat the Riddler. Also, you have to destroy all of the militia and defeat the Deathstroke. Oh yeah, I haven't defeated Deathstroke. That's right, OH. I forgot. Yeah, so it would take still a few streams. Definitely Darkseid. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go through GCPD to try to save, make sure I can save. I'm gonna go through a door at GCPD, make sure I'm saved. I probably am saved already, but I'm just, just gonna go through a door here just in case. I know it probably already saved. Okay. And, yeah, I'm gonna try to... Let's see if we can just go through the door, front door. Let's go say hello. Whoops. Oh my gosh. And I'm actually driving worse than Luke is driving in the Switch version. I feel like I have to play this game 5 times through to actually get good at it. Yeah, this will be the game's canon and ending. Definitely, Sons of Gaming, yeah. Yep, definitely.
Always looking for names to besmirch. Where does this newsman conduct his research?
Alright. Okay, guys, well, it looks like that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate that, guys and gals, and, thank you for helping me get through the Azrael missions, and, yeah, and, the other stuff, the firemen and stuff missions. So, thanks again for, Brianna becoming an ultimate and all the wonderful super chats and kind words you guys gave me today, and I appreciate it so much. Thanks for the help through everything, through the missions and through life. Hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. God bless you guys very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow with more streams and videos on the way. I don't think I have any more streams tonight because it's kind of late, but yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow with more streams, and Luke will hopefully be there. I'm sure he will. I'm gonna go check on him now. Alright guys, thanks so much for all the help, and love you guys, and take care, have a great night. God bless, happy gaming. See ya.